and was pointing out what a waste of time she thought that was.
But what did
you
do? Say what you
I
did.
didn't know what exactly to do. It was as I was telling people here, my first boob since breastfeeding. So they were there, and Pam had paid for them, so I stuck my face in them and did a motorboat.
Which you're probably not supposed to do. And if his bearing hadn't screamed gay artist, as it usually does, they might have hauled him out of the club and thrown him into the middle of
Well, I
New
was
York.
kind of surrounded. I wasn't just like, we didn't just show up at a strip club.
That's
It was
true.
kind of an
You were in the
entourage.
VIP
Yes,
people.
we were. We were in the VIP room that really it was a very unusual, it was an unusual
You wouldn't do it again,
experience for me.
then?
Well, I don't have any objection to it. The thing Pam used to would come up to me and, rub them all over me and say anything, and I'd go, yeah, no, sorry, still nothing. I think they're an unusual sort of physical anomaly on women. I have no reaction to them.
I like them.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, because
Is there a fascination?
But you've actually slept with women.
I've actually slept with women, and they were sort of what I had to work with in those days.
I've never been attracted to women sexually at all. So I'm on that end of whatever Kenzie's scale is, and I don't bear women any
the
ill
singing,
for it.
dancing end.
Right, the jazz hands segment. Yeah, that's me. I'm in that part. So it's just never really crossed my mind.
Yeah.
well, it's okay because you bring a whole lot more to the table than some kind of affinity for a lady's boobs.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're not worried.
Yeah, I have other skills.
Yes, you
Oh.
do.
Okay,
Many
I'm going to
others.
turn this back into an interview.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is
Somebody besides
an
me and my
interesting-
boob experience.
We'll talk about Eric's boobs
That's
later.
good.
We'll do a special pre-record about Eric's boob interactions.
that's
Did
pretty
either
much
of
it.
you have any issue deciding what you wanted to do? Because you could do whatever you wanted. It was your own station. It's the internet. There's no FCC. Did you think, did you cycle through a bunch of ideas, or did you just sort of intuitively know what direction you wanted to go in?
As in the station itself?
As in your shows.
Oh,
your
shows.
individual shows, yeah.
Well, it's funny. I've evolved a lot because when I first started, like I said, it was a gay Christian show.
Really?
Yeah, that's how it started out. Then it went to gay religion, and then I switched to entertainment. And like, wow, that's a big switch.
Right.
I
I
don't know. Religion can be fairly entertaining.
It was actually very. I learned a lot.
I find a lot of entertainment in that.
I learned a lot. Yeah, it's true, and I learned a lot. And it's my show evolves all the time, and I think you have to. It's like internet. If you still have your dial up, you have to keep evolving with your equipment and with your everything. And same with your show. You have to constantly evolve.
And that's
into
the
something
thing
more.
with accessing your audience on the internet is they have a platform to tell you what they want. It's not like you're working at a terrestrial radio station
very
waiting for the
interactive.
mailbag to come
Right.
in. It's very
They will tell you
interactive.
quickly.
immediate.
It
Yeah,
is.
absolutely.
It's really one of the most fascinating aspects.
What
of
about
it.
you, Ann? Did you go through different ideas of what you wanted to do for your show?
Pretty much no.
Right.
No, I hit on this and it felt right for me, and I want to stick with it.
Yeah.
I think it's important that there's a voice out there like mine
Yeah.
that brings my little down home kind of point of view.
Do you listen to rant radio from
I do.
other people's
yes,
rants?
I listen to I listen to only liberal radio, but
Good.
But I do tune in to the other idiots that I don't even want to bring their name up.
No, let's not
And
talk about
we
them.
know what their names
Yeah.
are, and it incenses me so much that I can only imagine what our progressive radio is incensing the other side. So I'm happy with that.
But it would be
but
lovely
Randy
if they were listening.
Randy Rhodes,
Right,
Stephanie
right.
Miller.
Mhm.
I love Rachel
Oh,
Maddow.
I love Rachel.
And I love everything on MSNBC.
Mhm.
And I think that, well, on our lot, on Sunset Gower lot, which is where our station is,
Right.
they film The Newsroom, which is HBO series.
The Aaron
that-
Sorkin show.
Aaron
Yes.
Love
Sorkin.
that. Dude, I was so taken when people were like, who wants to hear Aaron Sorkin's preach? And I was like, why else would you tune in to Aaron
Yeah.
Sorkin? Like, that's why I'm watching. You don't want to hear the
monologues.
preaching? Go sit in somebody
Those
else's
monologues
church.
are just incredible.
That's what I was there for.
Well, The West Wing. Hello.
Right?
I mean,
8 seasons of
yeah.
preaching. I was there. I
was
showed up for
loving
the
it.
preaching.
That's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I have not been disappointed by The Newsroom.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I'm a real political person, but yet I don't know as much as I would like to know about it and how to get. I only know how I feel about certain things.
Right.
And in the during the middle of the second term, or not, we're not even into Obama's second term. I have never said one bad thing about Obama on my radio show until last week. And I'm very disappointed that he has put Social Security on the table as making changes in it when it has nothing to do with the deficit. You know,
Yeah.
Social
Do you
Security.
think he did it just to tempt them, to just to
I
put them in the
know
position
he
of
did.
saying no, that we wouldn't do it, and then he could take it back off
I
the table
think
and
he
say, "Well, I
did.
offered it to you, and now you have to go
Yeah.
away because you said no when you
Yeah.
had the chance."
I think
I
he
hope
did.
that's the case, but
That's what I'm going to give him the benefit
Well, they
of the
say
doubt
he's
of.
about the long game, right? And that would be a long game play.
Absolutely,
Right.
he's a great chess player.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
We're going to take a short break for a word from one of our sponsors.